keep this going. Welcome to Warsaw. This is a new game that just came out. It is a lot like overworld map-ish like Wasteland, and turn-based combat, sort of like Darkest Dungeon, but with lanes. So we're going to go ahead and start a new game. We have to go through the tutorial to get through everything, but I feel like that's sort of fine. So we'll do that. We'll leave everything on regular. Yep. Alright, and let's just jump right into it. Welcome to Warsaw. The year is 1944. Battered by opposing forces on two fronts, the Third Reich begins to crumble. In Central Europe, Poland lies at the heart of the storm, caught between the waning Nazi oppression and the rising Soviet threat. There is little hope for release. Little hope. They'll never get a release. Ever. Despite the unfavorable... Oh, man. I fucked it. Sorry, guys. Read fast, go back and pause. The W hour. 952,000 people live within the uprising area, and the first skirmishes begin. Welcome to Warsaw. Oh, I fucked it. Like, that's good. Okay. So, here's the deal. While on the field, your party is represented by a unique symbol in the center of the screen. Your task is to complete the mission by fulfilling all of the objectives shown in the upper left side of the screen. Usually, these can be achieved by following the arrows around your party icon. If they are visible, it means that your next point of interest is nearby. You can see your current team inventory and available action points at the bottom of the screen. Movement on the map costs action points. Should you run out of action points before completing the given set of objectives, a mission will result in failure. For now, however, continue along the street. You can move your party with the left stick and follow the arrows around your party icon to reach your next point of interest. So we have one point of interest, and it's showing us that it's going to be over this way. We're going to go down to Panska. We've discovered an encounter, a loot crate, one of 3 available encounter types. Oh. Hold on. Very rude people. Demanding to know whether anybody in our house has Medicare or not, and it's like, no, and then they just hung up, so that's fine. Yeah, they're very busy. So the loot crate may contain useful supplies to carry out your mission. To interact with the encounters, move into contact with their icon and select proceed. Oh, and we'll proceed. A crate with basic supplies. We're going to get ourselves some different types of ammo. Heavy, long rifle, and small arms. With the looting window open, select the items you wish to store in your inventory. Note that inventory space is limited, and should you go over your capacity, you will need to leave some items behind. Items left in caches persist until the end of the mission, so you can leave them and come back for them if it worked better for you that way. Item and skill tooltips can be displayed by selecting details button shown above. The little magnifying glass, whatever. So we don't need to loot each of these individually. We'll go ahead and just take it all. It'll be basic ammunition for us to fight with, and so that's fine. Our next encounter is probably going to be down here. Cut on over. Oh, we've got impassable barricades over there. And a battle at the end of the street. We've spotted an enemy unit, and interacting with battle encounters will initiate combat. Before engaging, make sure to have some ammunition at hand. Almost all combat abilities require ammo to execute. You can find ammunition by completing encounters during exploration or by buying it in the hideout between missions. And that is as far as I got last night when I bought this game. I played all the way to getting to the hideout and was like, oh, okay, cool. Let's fucking get to there and see how it goes on a stream. Death and survival. Remember, death is permanent and health does not replenish automatically after each battle. Sometimes it is better to cut your risks and avoid combat altogether. For now, however, proceed with the battle. So, walking down the street, you spot a small enemy force ahead. You give your team the order to open fire. So let's start this fight. Let's start the fight. Okay. This tutorial will explain the basic mechanics of combat, and you may skip it. We will go ahead with it to sort of just display how it works. In Warsaw, you begin each round with a number of activations equal to the number of combatants on your side. Activations are required to perform skills. Both sides alternate in using their activations, and the current round ends when both sides use all of their allotted activations. Now, try activating a combatant. So we're going to select Kurzitsov, yeah. Kurzitsov. Okay. Kurzitsov. Yeah. Highlight a skill to display a tooltip and markers that show the starting position required for performing that skill. So we'll go ahead and bring up our target acquired skill. It requires 5 ammo, 16 to 20 damage dealt, accuracy of 85% base, crit of 15%, armor pen of 5%. It ignores covers, spends a stamina point, and ends the current activation of our thing. So as indicated by the red target grid in the tooltip, it is an offensive skill, which means that it could highlight any of the lanes or characters in the lanes that we're looking at. When you select a skill, markers showing the range of the skill will appear. You can only target enemies within range. Keep in mind that most skills have a more limited range. Okay, so we're going to aim at the Grenadier. Bam, 18 damage. Alright. So the combat system in this works much like Darkest Dungeon. We have stamina. You have successfully damaged an opponent with your skill, but it costs you some ammunition and a point of stamina. Stamina is displayed under the combatant's health bar. The combatant's effectiveness relies on their stamina level. 3 stamina, no penalties. 2 stamina, accuracy reduced by 10%. 1 stamina, all damage received 20%, and 0 stamina, the combatant cannot be activated. So it's good if we can go ahead and keep him as high up on our stamina levels as possible. If we get into 1, we might be taking extra damage. And if we're low on health, that could spell the end of a character. So all combatants regenerate 1 point of stamina each round. So now they're going to go. Yeah, grenade throw. Alright, so they hit 2 of us. Our medic and Kurzitsov. Some skills are able to affect more than a single target. If so, it will be indicated in their tooltip as area. In addition, the skill will highlight multiple targets during the targeting and animation steps. Now, it is time for your second activation. Use a defensive skill for a change. Select Jadwiga. So we're going to go ahead and target Kurzitsov. Alright. Cover. Our character is taking some reduced damage. Standing right behind the obstacle grants combatants additional armor, reducing the damage they will receive. Keep in mind, however, that obstacles will get damaged as well. So we'll go back and select him again. Auxiliary skills. Notice that you have other options aside from using your offensive or defensive skills, such as moving your character or skipping the activation altogether. While both use up an activation, only movement affects stamina. Try moving Kuznetsov to a better position. So we'll go on over here to our movement, and we're going to target right here behind cover. Pick the empty tile. Oh, behind Casimir's by moving over here. That's where we want. Okay. Battles feature optional challenge objectives, which can be completed for additional experience. For this one, it's win before turn 6 and use no more than 16 units of heavy ammo. This concludes the Guided Combat Mechanics tutorial. You will now be given free reign to finish the fight as you see fit. Good luck. Okay, so we have a couple of options here. We're going to go ahead and pick Casimir's here. And I want to fake target out and move him to another row. So we're going to aim down on this guy, and we're going to fake him out. Scare him into moving over into that other lane. So that now they're both... Oh! Alright, so we're taking some damage, which is fine. I would like... Let's see... I want to get something that has... Yeah, like a mow down. Let's do this. Oh, we missed the guy in the back. That's unfortunate. Suppression is worn off of him now. So he's able to do, if he wanted, something else. So let's go on over to Kuznetsov. And let's get a... This will use... This is a rocket launcher. Clear him out. This will kill him. This will kill everybody. Bam. Oh, no, it didn't. Wow, they're really strong. That's alright. We'll get him this next round. So we'll start off with Jadwiga. We'll get a clear shot on... Okay, I guess we're not going to do that. Let's heal yourself. Back to full. Ooh, hit us but missed the barrel. Great. Not great. Let's try that mow down again. Got one dead and one close to death now. What's our turn at? What are we at? We're at... Jadwiga needs to take a shot and kill him. Yep. There we are. We are victorious. We won before turn 6, and we used 5 rounds of heavy ammo. So, but we still got the XP bonus. And that'll conclude our first battle. While health can be replenished temporarily, characters who have fallen below a certain health threshold will sustain injuries and will require treatment at the hideout. Untreated injuries will reduce characters' starting health during missions. So if we were to take them back out after they were injured, one of those hearts would be damaged, and they would not be able to take a refill amount on healing to that heart, I would imagine. Alright, so we're going to continue down Warka and take a left over on Noe Swait. We've got to have to reroute. We've got ourselves a crate here. Flare crate. We'll pick it all up. This has given us... Looks like we have some opportunities around here. Can we take a look? Go through the square. Okay. A compass crate. We've got ourselves a compass. This crate contains compasses. Using a compass temporarily lowers the action point consumption rate during movement. The remaining compass duration is shown in the upper right corner of the screen. Okay, we'll take it. So, it looks like we might not be able to go this way. I was hoping maybe we could cut through the park. But no. Oh, we've got a crate over here, so let's head down and grab that. A bandage crate, alright. With some bandages that can be used to heal characters during exploration. However, they do not remove injuries. And then we can go ahead and pick a character and heal them up. And I think we'll do that, actually. Yeah, there we go. Get some health. And then we'll actually go ahead and do it one more time. That way we have a good starting amount of health if anything pops off. There are situations where you might want to know what lies ahead of your party. Open your inventory and use a flare. Okay. Bam. Surrounding encounters are revealed. Certain enemies may force you into combat if they spot you and you happen to be within their danger zone, represented by a red circle around the enemy symbol. A closed eye means that you are safe, while an open eye means that any movement within the danger zone will trigger a battle. So it's like a little bit of an, I guess, an early warning system. And we can go ahead and engage in that battle, which I think we're going to do. We're doing it. Can we ambush them? Oh, we actually can't. We have to come up here, grab this. It's a camouflage crate. Right, there's camouflage. We can loot this, and then come back down here and camo up. Oh, we can't use that yet. Here we go. Invisible to enemies. Okay. So we're camouflaged now. The eye is open. We can go ahead and get the jump on them and ambush them. Approaching enemies while camouflage allows you to ambush them. Ambushed enemies will begin combat with a reduced number of activations. Right now, however, you can choose to fight or simply carry on. And I think we're going to go ahead and do that. We have to take all of the chances we can and win every battle possible. Why would we not? And I wanted to at least get over to the hideout in this episode and just sort of walk through the tutorial and the intro. So kill 2 enemies within a single turn. We have these 2 characters. An officer and a front lineman. Rifleman and, yeah, rifleman and officer. Okay. So let's take a look at our characters. Let's get rid of this. Let's start off with Casimir's. Increase the chance to apply bleed. Or should we open it up with just a fuck you? Let's do that. Bam! Get wrecked. Oh, they're gonna start buffing, huh? Okay. So we kind of want to get them both sort of damaged some. Let's go target acquired and hit him. We can flank by shooting across the lane that we're in. So Casimir's would have to shoot over here, and both of our characters here, Jadwiga and Kuznetsov, would get damage bonuses by shooting where they are, where the enemies are right now. So that's good. So we both used up some stamina. I'm going to go ahead and let her get a clear shot in on... We're flanking both of them. Let's get him down a little bit further. Down to 7. Okay, so we've dealt damage. Let's grab you and 19 to 25 damage. Shit. 7 and 28. Get a clear shot on him. Bring him down. 7, 21. We need to hit him again. One more. There it is, 19. Wow, 2 health. Okay. It's their turn. They're going to rally. They've got a buff. So we're going to get Casimir's here. We're going to mow them down. And that's going to kill both of them in one turn, giving us our extra bonus. Oh, we missed one. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? That's such bullshit. Oh, oops. Oh, nice. It doesn't let you fuck up. I appreciate that. Unfortunate. Well, we got one of the two, which gives us a little bit of bonus XP as we go. We don't have to get every single one of them. It's fine. We will be alright. So now we can see we have several options ahead of us here. We're going to go ahead and cut this way. A third type of encounter, a narrative event. Narrative events are a short text adventure which offers high experience point rewards. So we're going to go ahead and seek a couple of those out. Some human activity appears to have occurred here, but... So let's take a look. As the uprising reveals itself across the city, there are still those out there who happen to be caught between a rock and a hard place. Civilians. You notice one such group in the streets. Their fear and uncertainty obvious at first glance. If they remain here, they will likely get hurt. However, you suspect that the sudden panic may lead to some difficulties in communication. Alright, so we can use intuition to calm them down and urge them to find shelter, or we can forcefully eject them from the area using our dexterity. So certain choices may require passing trait checks with one of your characters. All such checks are clearly marked in the text. Dexterity, intuition in this instance. To complete a trait check, you need to pick a character first. As success chances depends on a character's individual characteristics, it is important to keep them in mind when composing a party. So we're going to go ahead and go with intuition. And we can see that both Jadwiga and Casimir's have a pretty high, better than 50% at least, chance of that working. So we're going to use that. Casimir's, hit him with the intuition. You convince the civilians to move for their own safety. Hopefully they can find some place to hide in, and soon. And they gave us 25 supplies as well. And that's the end of the text event. Priority objectives. Whenever a yellow arrow appears next to your party icon, it means a priority objective is close. Discovered priority objectives are marked like in example below. Not all missions have priority objectives, but if they do, such objectives are required to complete the mission. So we're going to go ahead and pick up our supplies. And that's cool and all, but I really want this. I really want these supplies here. General supply crate. So we'll pick that up. Some more supplies, 100 of them. We're going to go ahead and loot all of that. And then we'll head on down here to this one. And it's some unusual activity. It looks like it is time for some physical exercise. The fastest way to your objective leads through a fence. Fortunately, it is quite low and unassuming, and your entire team should handle the climb with ease. Dangerous choices. Certain choices may result in negative consequences, such as health loss or death. These risky choices are marked with an icon, which is a cross on a hill, which looks like a gravestone. Climb the fence. The obstacle is handled quickly and painlessly, almost. While climbing, one of your teammates happens to accidentally cut their leg on a protruding part of the fence. Nevertheless, it is only a scratch, and so you are able to return to your duties without delay. So Kurzetsov lost 1 health and gained 25 supplies for us. So that was worth it. Let's grab those up. We have 150 supplies now. That's not bad. I'm not upset by that. So we have a fight, it looks like. Jadwiga is injured. It looks like because we didn't heal her, she's going to start this fight with 1 health point. And it looks like we're barricaded right there. So we're going to have to do this. Yeah, okay, so let's go ahead. The German patrol needs to be eliminated if you were to reach the rally point. They're trying to intercept us, and we're not going to let that happen. We're going to do that, hit the hideout, and then wrap the first episode of this up, and we're going to keep it short. This is our advanced combat tutorial. This tutorial will explain the advanced mechanics of combat. You may skip if you wish, but is recommended for first-time players or tutorials. Flanking. Combatants on both sides occupy tiles on one of 2 horizontal lanes. All targets attacked from other lane are considered flanked, or from the other lane, sorry, and receive 15% bonus damage. Note that this applies both to your party and the enemies, and does not apply to enemy heavy weapons or armored units. Now it is time to make use of this bonus. And so our extra objectives for this fight are to use no more than 25 units of short ammo, and to lose no more than 55 health. It can be healed, so that is cumulative. Okay. So let's see what we can do. We kind of want to select, oh, it's trying to tutorialize us. So let's select him, get our single shot, and target the rifleman. Okay. We need to heal Jadwiga immediately. Select Casimir's, it's time to use a buff, okay. Contraband ammunition. Target both Kurzetsov and Casimir's. Okay. So now we have a buff. Skills can apply a range of buffs, which are displayed as icons near a combatant's portrait. Selecting the icon displays a tooltip detailing buff effect and remaining duration. Each activation and each new round decreases the duration counter. Which means make hay while the sun is shining, basically. Some skills can also apply debuffs. Burn and bleed inflict damage over time. Blind decreases the target's accuracy, and suppression prevents the target from performing skills altogether. Like with buffs, each activation and round decreases the debuff's remaining duration. Try to apply a debuff to your opponent now. So we're going to go over here to Kurzetsov. We're going to grab target acquired, and we're going to aim at the Feldengarm. He's now bleeding. So he will take damage over time. Melee. Every party member comes with a predefined melee skill. Such skills deal minor damage but do not cost ammo. Some melee skills allow you to reposition targeted enemies. They are great tools for finishing your enemies, moving them out of cover or into range of your most powerful attacks. We'll select Jadwiga. And we're going to go ahead and grab her melee attack. Drag. Pull an enemy 3 tiles toward the user. Spend 1 stamina and deals 1 to 3 damage. So we want to grab that rifleman and drag him apparently into cover, which, silly. We just gave him a damage or an armor bonus. So that's good. He's redoubling his efforts, trying to blind us. And he bled for his trouble. So we can combat, speed, change, and retreat. You can increase the speed of all combat animations by selecting the speed button in the upper left corner of the screen. If you ever need, you can retreat from battles. To do so, select the retreat button from the upper left corner. Remember that your mission will end in failure if you do so. Now, win the battle. Good luck. Not a problem. So we're going to grab Jadwiga. We're going to first aid her. Heal yourself, woman. For God's sake. Okay, so she's at 56 now. That is at least better. You, however, okay, so we can focus fire on ourselves. We can also do more damage over time to both these guys. So let's do that. Let's flank this guy, kill him. Oh. Well, we started him bleeding over time. Our buffs have worn off, so that was a good use of that. So we're going to go ahead and start off the match this time. Let me get Casimir's going. I would like to suppress this guy and push him into the other lane. That'll hold him from doing any actions, and now he's going to die from bleed damage. That is excellent. Now, I'm going to go ahead and everybody is at 2 stamina, so that's not great. We don't have any sort of a requirement to use or do any action, realistically. He has 28 health, so we need to do some serious damage if we can. This right here would kill him. There we go. A 41 damage crit. He's dead. We are victorious with both bonuses. So let's move on. We're coming to the close of our initial tutorial through both basic combat, maneuverability through the overworld, and our advanced techniques. We can see that Jadwiga is injured, so she's going to have 2 hearts at all times for now, until we make it to the base and get her healed. And I think next episode we'll start it at the base and do some exploration there. We'll take a look at it here though. So party can be rearranged, and your party members will begin every battle in the order specified before each mission, regardless of any in-battle movements. If you ever need to adjust your party deployment during the mission, you can do so by selecting the party order icon next to your inventory. Oh my god, what a mouthful. So that would be R2. So now we can go ahead and proceed down this little road over here to our objective, which is our hideout. With the patrol gone, your team should have a clear path for now. So let's go ahead and arrive. Having emerged victorious from their first real engagement, your team descends into the city's sewer network to reach the rally point. There is little time to celebrate, however, for the hard part comes next. The uprising is now in full swing. The long battle has begun. So let us proceed. Return to the hideout. When all objectives are fulfilled, an icon will appear on the upper left part of the screen. You can keep exploring the map, but losing a battle will fail the mission regardless. When you're done, select complete mission to return to your hideout. Now, last time we didn't exactly have as many supplies as I had hoped that we were going to get. We needed at least 75, and I think we found like 50. This time we are well over 100, and I think we're going to go ahead and be fine if we just leave. Because we don't have, if we leave, we don't have anything around us that we're looking to explore. We didn't miss anything. So I feel like we're safe to go ahead and leave. A commendation can be used to grant additional experience to any character on our roster. And this is everything that we scavenged. We managed to get ourselves some camouflage. We saved some heavy ammo. We had long and short ammo from our first pickup along with the heavy. And then we have 150 supplies, and we did not use our compass. So let's roll. Let's go. Carrying out missions takes time. At the end of every mission, you will receive a quick summary of all of the gains and losses of the uprising. You will also get to resolve all of the events that have transpired in the meantime. So we can look, it's day 1, the 1st of August, 1944. The uprising momentum is at 99.3%. So it looks like it's gone down a little bit. Our war assets, plus 60, minus 75. So how much we're bringing in. We are currently consuming more assets than we are bringing in. So it's day 2. We have a breakdown of the consumption of supplies or war assets from all of the districts. We have a morale level, an attrition level, supplies, and it looks like what they might give us as long as we're meeting their demands for supplies. So that's good. Health. Insurgents have recovered 25% of their health. Event, caught in the fire. So we'll hit proceed. A captive Azeri soldier bearing the markings of one of the enemy's special regiments is brought before your team. His captors explain that he's been identified as one of the participants of the civilian massacres in the Wolda district. As for the man himself, as far as you can tell from his feverish tone, he appears to be trying to plead his case, but you cannot say for sure what language he speaks. Get someone to make sense of what he's saying. So we're going to use Jedwiga's academics to try and help this. Unfortunately, your efforts to communicate only serve to frustrate the situation further. After many, many repeated failures, you delegate the situation to someone with a more appropriate skill set. So we lost 2 morale in Srodmise. Srodmiski. I'm going to say that. Srodniski. That's unfortunate. So let's proceed to the next day. Day 2. 2nd of August, 1944. Uprising count, 944,974. I think that's what that is. The population of people that are involved in the uprising. So now we have a hideout tutorial. You have reached the resistant hideout, your base of operations between assignments. And we'll go ahead and get through this bit of it as well. All tutorials and descriptions are located under Help button in the top left corner of the screen. It's that little question mark. And so we can go ahead and hop around and look at everybody that we have. Let's start on the upper left here with the guy reading the book. This is Kurzetsov, the home army soldier. Okay. He has a Kar 98K that does 18 to 23 damage, blah, 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 blah. So that gives you an idea of the skills that come with the weapon that he's carrying, what it's worth. We have his max health. He also carries a rocket launcher that gives you the shield breaker and clear out skills. 5% armor pen. Damage is 23 to 31. Considering that the low end of the damage for this one is the high end of the damage on this one, not bad. We also have a taunt skill, which I don't think is all that great, if I'm honest, because we're going to target an obstacle, make fun of whoever's around it, and then they're going to try and attack us. Which I feel like just puts damage on him. He's got a lot of brawn, some endurance. These are all his traits. The rest are empty. So he's not great, but I guess it could be worse. Oh, so we can go ahead and swap out Shield Breaker for any one of these skills. It looks like, except for melee. Out of weapons, we have available weapons that we could switch out. We're not going to do that. We're going to leave him with what he has. For his experience, here we go. Taunt, dodge up. Aha, okay. Purchase skills have to be equipped in the skills tab. And he has 280 experience, and so at 600, we'll be able to get the Eliminator. Increases damage dealt to frontline targets by 25%. That's pretty great. And it looks like we might have other options that we can do, as well as other perks that we can do. Oh, they are automatically applied to the character and are always active. Fascinating. So when we get enough, we could just buy one and it'll auto-app it for us. Looks like the cheapest one might be 400 XP. And that is extra burn resistance 1 and extra blind resistance. Oh, no, here we go. Extra blind resistance 1 is 300. So that'll be the cheapest, followed by burn resistance, bleed resistance. So the first thing we can buy is blind resistance. We're almost being able to afford it. We could go ahead and award ourselves an XP medal and get there, but we're not going to do that. If anyone's leveling up first, it'll be Jedwiga, not Kuznetsov. So let's head over here to these two. Recruitment. We have a new recruit in the reserves. Let's take a look at him. His name is Miroslav. I don't know how to pronounce that character. The L with a slash through it. Miroslav. There's no reason to roll the R. I don't know. So he has 2 skills that come with him. Ploy. It restores a point of stamina. It remove an activation from the enemy side to do it, but it spends 2 of our own. That's actually a pretty great one. And then open fire, which requires 3 long ammo. 11 to 12 damage, really accurate, higher crit percentage, and an area of effect. So he might just unload some rounds in that direction. It requires 100 supplies to recruit him. We have 314. I'm going to wait before I do that. If we decide we want to recruit, he'll be there. So let's head on over to this guy. Plan a new mission. Oh, okay. Available supplies for an excursion. Wait. Oh, we don't want to wait. But we can go ahead and select our missions from all of these. And it looks like we have 3 that might be more important somehow than the others because they have a secondary marker on them. Matching this guy. Interesting. Okay, so over here then, what do we have? A codex. Let's open it. Jedwiga Mazurek. Oh, so it tells us when we unlocked her. Her nickname is Izmina or Yaga. She likes Parisian-style clothes. She dislikes rain and cold weather. Her backstory is, we'll read hers. A Warsaw-born teacher and former instructor of the Polish Scouting and Guiding Association, having received basic medical training during her time with the Scouts, she volunteered to help the uprising as a paramedic. Complete 5 missions with the paramedic in the party. Unlock the previous codex entry. Reach 6,000 XP with the paramedic. So maybe it unlocks more backstory as we go, and then the epilogue, survive the uprising with the paramedic. She's got skills that she can acquire. Let's take a look at those. Soothing presence. These are all passive skills. No? Nope. Whenever the paramedic or adjacent ally is targeted by an enemy ability, heal that ally. Oh, that's interesting. So if somebody's being focused, like Kuznetsov, we could continually heal him. Oh, and then if we had to 2 stamina point our way to getting fucked, we could do a little bit to help ourselves when the round starts. I wonder if that stacks with the point we would get at the beginning of the next round anyway. So if like we were at 1 and we used this, would we be full on stamina? I don't know. So that's interesting. That gives us some factoids. What else do we have here? We have Kuznetsov. Zelensky. He also has... he likes long walks in the countrysides and dislikes those who question orders. Don't we all? A soldier of the Warsaw branch of the Home Army, a headstrong man who yearns to reclaim his city for the future of Polish government. Requirements for more are the same: 6,000 XP, 5 missions, survive. Also has a set of skills, more attributes that you can look. Oh, they have personal quests, it looks like it down at the bottom. Future legend. Her personal quest is no tomorrow. Let's see what Lise Casimir's. He's a scoundrel. Okay. His personal quest is his last deed. His backstory is the son of a postman and a cinnamon worker, a self-proclaimed proud entrepreneur of the Rozicki Bazaar. Rozicki maybe. Rozicki. I don't know. He is a longtime trade partner of the Polish underground resistance movement, supplying them with armament components in high-quality counterfeit Kinkarton. Oh, Kinkarton. That's an interesting way to put that. Okay. And his likes pre-war memorabilia, and dislikes children. Okay. What do we got here? Oh, okay. Formerly, the Degtyaryov. The machine gun. That's formerly known as the record player, due to its disc-shaped magazine. The DP-27 is a sturdy support weapon used by the forces of the Soviet Union. Though it is frequently praised for consistent performance in the face of highly detrimental conditions, the gun's combat parameters remain somewhat outshined by its German equivalents. Information about all of our stuff. Feldgenarm. Oh, okay, so that just gives us literally, this is just our codex for everything. It doesn't have deviations. Oh yeah, it does. Down there. Enemies, weapons, characters. Okay. Okay. And it has filters for us. So let's head on down right and look at this. We have an arsenal. So we have some ammunition reserves here. Consumable supply of stuff to take that will go down over time. No unequipped weapons in the inventory. We can barter available supplies 314, so that'll be how much we can use to barter with. Whatever it is that we felt like we might want. Repair things. There are currently no damaged weapons in your inventory to repair, so that's good. Be a little odd if there were. It's going down to Priest Way here. No casualties yet in the morgue. In the hospital, it is plus 25% a day. There are no currently any injured insurgents in the hideout. And then we can come over here to Casimir and come over here to Jadwiga and do the same thing that we could do for Kirzitsov, which is look at their perks, see their skills that we'll be able to acquire, and the requisite XP cost. Option to boost our lady with metal if we wanted. Help get us to a level up a little faster. She does not have any available skills just sitting out, and looks like she has an opportunity to put one in there right now when we get it unlocked. Alright. So that looks like everything that we have in our hideout. It's not massive, but it has everything that we need. I love the record playing in the background. With that, I think we're going to come over here. Pick a new mission. And we'll start all the way on the left here. In Wola. The mission is Due to the Dead. Objectives are bury those lost to war, 3 of them, and it lasts for 4 days. We can head over to Zolabor's. Oh, these are all of the options that we have. And we can cycle through those with L2 and R2 here. Awesome. So we have 6 different choices for our next mission. And we're not going to bind ourselves into doing any one of those currently. We're going to wrap it up here. This is Warsaw. Episode 1, Introductions, and we are now complete through the tutorial all the way into our hideout and ready to go out into our next mission. I'm sure the initial campaign will be full of tutorials, so this whole initial bit will be sort of an introduction to Warsaw, and then we'll go ahead and start up a new advanced campaign after that and sort of see where it takes us. But until next time, hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you next time. You know, that time that's coming next. Later.